Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. Last time we didn't really get anything. We just made our way back down to Norfair. We got a couple tanks, I guess. Nothing super important. This lava's also invisible if you couldn't tell. Not invisible, it stops working. It no longer functions as lava. Now that wall is actually rather important, but we'll get to that in a minute. Over here to the right is an item very early on called the Wave Beam. And it says this beam, which is made up of energy waves, can pass through solid objects. Now there's something that I don't get about the final beam, because I mean, obviously there's a final beam, it's just written in Japanese at this point. It says this can pass through solid objects, however it cannot pass through enemies. But it's nice because you can just do this. This is really the only time in the game that you get to do this. It's the most useful the wave beam ever is. But it's nice because it's dramatically wider, and it lets you get to the next part, through the next part without driving yourself insane, because I don't think the next part is possible without the wave beam, unless you are incredible at this game. Bottom line is, you have to come over here, and it really helps if you do this. These things, you have to shoot one by one with the ice beam, and they do come back. So, it's not fun times. And over here we have a caterpillar. And its belly obviously seems very vulnerable, so let's shoot with the wave beam. And this one over here, you can't see its belly. Well, you can see it, but you can't get it. So we're going to go into ball form and bomb the crap out of its stomach. And if you don't do it the first time, you can always just push it back with your beam, and then duck into ball form, and then it'll charge. And you will see that we've been here before. You can shoot through the ceiling until you find an energy tank, shoot it with a missile, and then you got it. And you remember being here, we had to speed boost. And I fast forwarded that. I can't help it. And now we can finally get that missile tank that was staring us in the face a little bit earlier. And now we can come through the bottom, which is a save room. And I don't care. And now we find more of these tentacle things. This really doesn't serve a purpose. Well, I mean, it does. It's kind of a quicker way back, but the stuff in the top really doesn't. The thicker tentacles you have to shoot with missiles. But it's not a huge deal. And over here, we're in an empty room. And as Peacock would say, the white man's bringing us down. He's not really bringing us down as much as he is locking us in, but that makes a lot of sense. And you can roll through the wall, and you can see a pulsating vein thingy sticking out of another... Ugh, I don't even know what to think about it. The music here is so cool, I'm just going to sit here and listen to it for a minute. Okay, that's long enough. Alright, to kill this thing, there's a couple ways you can go about this. I shoot the Ripper, jump on top of him, shoot him again, because he doesn't stay frozen very long. So you're going to want to missile, missile, shoot down, missile, missile, shoot down. Just to make sure he stays frozen. And if you're real hot shit, you can wall jump it and shoot him like that. For most people, just do it like this. And then he'll fall into this nice little hole. And the music sighs relief. But it still seems to be pulsating at some point, and there's another one of these walls with these little turtle heads on it. I've always found that these look just like very bizarre, deformed turtle heads, but I can't see anything more normal looking in them. Especially this one with the two eyes on the same side. But I could just be dumb. We're going to take the elevator. to another cutscene, in which the spaceship that the sperm were landing on before, attaching themselves to before, seems to be now landing on the ground. And you can hear it in the parrot in the background. A parrot named Ridley. He is a badass boss, but he, in my opinion, is one of the most annoying sounding bosses in the entire game. Don't go through here, because it makes you skip a boss fight. The boss fight's pretty fun. And skipping boss fights is no fun for anyone except for people like me. You jump up here and there's nothing to do here, so don't bother. Now, in the about 10 minutes ago of gameplay, this would have let us hurt him, but we can't. He still looks pretty wormish, though. But he seems to be coming out of his cocoon, so let's go back up the elevator and just finish the job. Fast forward. Norfair music's back. And you'll see that in a cocoon form he managed to tunnel. But he tunneled to the left and then he realized it was the edge of the screen, so then he decided to come right. And he noticed he was almost coming into our territory there. So he just kind of zigzagged his way down and good lord, he's gone. Those are all pit blocks, don't even try jumping over them. But here we see a little pipe bomb and it's squished. And another one and it's squished. Shoot. Squish. The first time I saw that, it always scared the shit out of me. But you pretty much follow him from behind and shoot him in the ass, literally. Don't stick up too close by the hive, because otherwise you'll see what he'll do. Oh, he shoots his stinger, but he just stings the crap out of his own eggs. So you want to move to the right a little bit, and then massacre the crap out of his ass again. I think you could Shine Spark him if you're good enough. Oh, no, I guess not. But once you shoot him enough, his ass will fall off. And where'd he go? Come back over to his hive. He actually ends up killing himself. And here, everybody looks surprised because it's your first super missile tank. Or supposed to be. They made the game way too easy to sequence break like that. And our cool little waving, let's run over here. That's a missile block. Otherwise you just bomb through here and skip this whole segment. Down here is a super missile door, and that should be our first super missile, so they're all like, whoa! Those things are called Holtz, H-O-L-T-Z. People before me have already said this. It is a way cool enemy name, and you can bomb through the floor here and skip most of this room. And all the enemies are just like, fuck. Here. Be careful. Everybody wants to run forward and see an energy tank. But wait just a minute. There's a pit. And it'll actually show you in this specific game. It doesn't in the other game that this appears in. If you walk forward just far enough, it gets darker, and you can see there's a pit, so jump the pit. And then go through the other side. Here's another one of those places where you can just mash the B button and shoot the unseen. Then you come over to the left. And you'd actually have to climb back up this if you wanted to get that energy tank from the other side. That's just pointless. Over to the left, you have a save room, which I'm not going to visit. But down here, we'll have a missile tank, just right out in the open for the taking. If anybody can avoid that, props to them. And then just fall down, missile door. Take you to a map room, and you can't skip it, unless you jump. Or morph ball. And as you can see, Ridley is a fairly small area, especially considering how quickly you end up discovering it. It's not like Norfair where you have to go and come back and go and come back. It's more like Kraid. You can pretty much just run into it from the beginning. You can also shoot out the top of this and skip most of this room. another missile tank there. And just keep shine sparking. Definitely the quickest way through that room. But here's another save room. And that bottom door is not our concern right now, because that's the way you come out. And up there you can see another unknown item block. But we're just going to come through this door. Shoot everything that gets in our way. Because we are Samus Aran, and although all these creatures are hostile, they are still assholes. And must be killed. I believe it's this last one you want to fall down. Yeah. Don't land in the lava. Because you can bomb that, and that's invisible lava, but the other stuff isn't. Then you get another missile tank, and you come up here, you can bomb and shoot straight up, and get out of here like that. Ah, man, I almost had that. There's actually a commonly missed super missile tank here, too. At least common to my knowledge. But, I mean, I never missed it. If you bomb over here, I think that's a bomb. Oh, it's a super missile. Duh. But, bomb that. And there's a super missile tank in there. Super missiles I find much more useful in this game than missiles, only because one super missile is the equivalent of, like, you know, a bajillion missiles. Here's another hard missile tank to get. If you don't know what you're doing, that is. These things will come over, and you want to shoot one as low as you can, so you can jump on it. And once you make it up there, your life's a little bit easier, because you can just fall forward, and you'll power grip it. But those are pit blocks, and you will fall way down, and it's not a good time for anybody. And over to the left, you'll have another super missile tank, and I think we can go up here. Yep. For another missile tank. Damn, for not being 100% run, I'm doing pretty good in my opinion. Okay, you can just morph ball jump this, but you have to do it from the right, because the left won't make you high enough, or you can just power grip it and fall. This next one I find a little bit more complicated. You have to jump and then bomb. Ah! Or if you're good, you can actually just bomb and land. There's probably other ways to do it, like doing... Yeah, like that. I just mashed some buttons. Pretty much I held up and then shot and then power grip because it's a delayed pit block. But yeah, right there's 2 more missile tanks for you. And this room looks very suspicious, besides the one secret we already found in it, but there's nothing there. We're just going to come back. Oh wow, I'm not going to waste super missiles though. Sheesh. Now we can just fall and you can see that's annoying as crap to bomb jump up. I have done it. Over here to the left, we have a big room, big square room. It looks almost bossy, but obviously this is the boss room. And let's rewind that because I forgot to slow super missiles equipped. I don't like using super missiles on these eyes because I think it's such a waste. Watcha! And for some reason they didn't work at that level. Alright. And in this room we have... Well, I've got to wall jump this. We have Ridley. We have Ridley. Oh well, Ridley's left the building. So we come over here and get an unknown item. What a jip. You seem to be guarding the stupidest thing in the game. Alright, well, let's come over here and grab this energy tank. That works. I think I'm actually 1 energy tank behind, and I'm kind of wondering where it is. But, oh. Seems that we're locked in this room, but you jump this, you can actually get out of this. But once you make it here, as soon as you turn around... Man, I fucking hate it. It's such an annoying noise. The only thing more annoying is when humans recreate it. You can hit him anytime, anywhere, except for the tail. Super missile. They'll take him out real quick. And now the parrot's pissed off. The other tortoise head will open. Or beak. Or whatever it is. Now, in theory, Ridley should not live to see another day after that, because... I'll fill up. Because, I mean, he literally just exploded. It's not like Metroid Prime, where he just falls off the cliff. I think that game's old enough that that's not considered a spoiler. But the fact that he literally explodes. It's not like you lose sight of him, he fucking explodes. You want to freeze him about halfway up so he can make it up here. Let me just come back over right. Seems like a new area. Oh yeah, you can just do that. Get a lot of energy back. If I'm not mistaken, there's a hidden secret in this room too. Ah! Nope. Found my last energy tank. I was just given a very strange look by the person sitting next to me. That made it sound like I was in a public place like a movie theater. Man, doing a Let's Play on a laptop with a headset in a movie theater, you probably wouldn't get very far into it before you got kicked out. Yeah, you can just make your way through this room. Whoop. Jump up here. Once you bomb. Oh, I'm sorry. Once you missile. And then you bomb. Come over here. Yeah, you see those bomb blocks over there? They actually just take you to that room in case you wanted to skip all of Ridley. It's kind of built for sequence breakers, I think. Then we can take this elevator back up to Norfair and... Ah, the heads crumble. That's a good place for restocking. Not as good as the ones with 5 spawners from Metroid. Super Metroid. And the Kozo was... Well, using the Kozo is a no-gozo. So it seems that we're going over here. You can actually... Ah. Aha! This will take you back up to that point, that place that I said was pretty pointless. So it's pretty much just a quick way back. So we're not going to do that. I just reversed. Don't go through that unless you want to get up there. Because we're going to run through here. We're going to break shit. And you could actually Shine Spark that. But if you can't Shine Spark, the game gave you that. And it blasts you all the way up into buttfuck middle of nowhere, Norfair. Buttfuck middle of Norfair. There you go. Don't even bother with that missile tank or trying to get around those guys because there's another Kozo, tells you where to go-zo. He doesn't tell you where to go-zo, he just gives you screw attack. Basically, it says damage enemies while somersaulting. Basically, it pretty much just said you are going to rape the game from here on out because every enemy, indestructible or not, is instantaneously dead when you hit him somersaulting. Everything besides a boss and a Metroid is instant death. And you know, stuff that's in Turian that you can't harm except for with certain weapons. But that lets you go through the flower power blocks. And this actually shows you where we were. Next to that super missile door. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. Yes, I would like to save. And next time, in Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission, we will go over to top left corner of Brinstar and find out what those 2 little dancing flames are about. Till then, I've been Rage Powered Gamer, and subscribe angrily!